Hello, welcome to the stream. Today we are going to work on adding RSI flows into the Ruckard Zignaly template, and also we're going to explore adding curriculums in lines back on in order to have better results. And also what I am quite thrilled to develop is using a dynamic RSI level based on the highest RSI value on the latest 100 bars, so that it's not as difficult to reach the maximum RSI value, and it's something dynamic. It's not something that I have to set myself. Okay, so 1 second. So let me show you a video and we will start with the development.
Zignaly, all of the profit, and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that pass it at least 100 USDT or more to any profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of a non-withdrawable C coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CCS fees.
Okay, so we are back, and so as I was saying, the first thing we want to do is to add RSI closing to the Ruckard Zignaly template. That's one thing that we didn't do in the last stream, and it's something that should be moved in the Ruckard Zignaly template. However, what I want to do is also adding maximum RSI level to this RSI closing. So I think I'm going to work on RSI maximum levels. Okay. Then I will add it to Ruckard Zignaly template, and finally I will explore adding the curriculums and lines back on using this maximum RSI level or not. You know what I mean? We will do it like that. So first of all, maximum RSI level based on the highest RSI value on the latest 100 bars. Okay. Okay, so let me copy this file once again so that we can have different versions and we don't have these problems, but knowing which versions do what. So this can be called Gmax RSI, and I'm going to edit this file. Around here. Nice, and I also want to open it down here, and I want to move it to the left. Nice. So let's see. This is 8 of October, and this is going to be G1. And down here we should have G12 here. Okay. So let's save this. So now we can add this file here. Search this commit. So this is closes F. And this is max RSI G. Okay, and this is DG. Nice. So now we need to do some stuff. We need to add some inputs for this new kind of choosing the maximum RSI. So the idea is to have an option that turns this on or off. So let me see. We could have one for long and another one for short, or have a single one for both of them. Yeah, maybe one for each one of them. So this is the custom time frame, so we need something like this. So what we need is something like automatic RSI level, and this might be 100 bars. So this is RSI protection, and this is going to be RSI protection auto level, let's say. Automatic RSI level. So this is enable RSI protection. Wait a moment. Yeah, that's only one setting. Okay, yeah, let's use just only one setting then. Thought that there were more. Was one setting for. Okay. Okay, so let me pause for a second. Here we have protection, and here we have closing. So that's different things. So protection means I don't want to enter into a new trade, and closing means I want to close when the price reaches a certain level. So what I want to do is closing. I might be interested in having also dynamic protection, but I am not so sure about that right now. Let's write this down just in case. So this is closing. Is it worth it? Okay, so we have it written here. So what I actually want to do is to have this here, isn't it? Wait a moment. I need to use this input here. So this is RSI closing auto level, and this should be RSI closing. Nice. And so automatic RSI level, this is turned on by default, and this is RSI closing auto level. That's the right value to have here. Okay. So what do we have here? Well, we also need an input, integer input for the number of bars that we want to use. And this needs to be an integer because it's number of bars. We could also use maximum, minimum, and so on in order to say how do we calculate the auto level. I mean, should we have an SMA of something? Should we have a maximum? Yeah, maybe we should do something like that, but I am not sure about that, if I am honest. I mean, how much complex do you want this to be? That's the question. So we can start with maximum. This is always going to be maximum in the case of going short, minimum in the case of going long. But this should be something similar to the query closing lines. So the query closing lines have this calculus about SMA, EMMA, and RMA, and can also have could have not having any SMA, just the value, if you wanted to. And then as a source, they use OHLC4 or some sort of maximum, minimum, something. So we could do something similar with the RSI values here, but I am not sure. So let me do some stuff here. So we want an input int, so we can use this one maybe. So this is RSI closing auto bars number, auto bars number. So this, let's say that this is 100, and this is going to be yeah, this is going to be empty, so that we can put everything into one line, as you would expect here. So this is going to be the RSI closing level. By default, it's going to be 100, and it's going to be an integer. So right now, if you check what we have done, we only have these two inputs. Okay, so let's add some more stuff here. So what you want down here is to use the same calculus that we had before, but we want a new level. And so where is this? So somewhere around here we should have this RSI closing. Let's not forget that this is about closing, okay? So this is automatic RSI closing level. I mean, I don't need this automatic RSI level. Okay, so yeah, let me test this. Let's see how the inputs look. So let's go into the development and let's test this here and see what happens. Okay, so strategy tester. Okay, 1 minute. Why do I have 1 minute here? Okay, so now what does happen if I open these settings? You have this automatic RSI level, which it's inside RSI closing, and by default it's true, and we have 100 bars. So that's nice, it works as expected. Okay, so this is the RSI closing strategy. Let's see. As you can see here, the RSI closing super strategy, I mean, this snippet, this code snippet is only working with closing RSI. So it makes a calculus of the RSI. It does not have any level. So it returns the current time frame if you want the current time frame RSI, or the higher time frame RSI. So somewhere down here we should have this closing stuff, which now should be compared to the RSI closing level, and that's what we have here. So this long RSI closing level is what you have by default in okay, this is what you have by default in the input. So we need something else that makes sense then. So we could move this calculus to the RSI closing logic, which is here. So what I want to do is to have this long RSI closing level. Yeah, so what I want to have here is a float value, which by default has no value. For long and short, then I want to define one or the other one depending on if you use the auto or not. So let me let me bookmark this so that we can use this, and let me bookmark also here. So what I want to use is this little short and long levels, and down where the value is used, which is here in long close. Okay, I want to change this into long, and this I want to change this into short. Okay, so if I do it properly, we should have the same graph if we turn this on or not, compared to the old data. So now we have the long RSI closing level and the short RSI closing level, which are going to be dynamic. That's a good thing. So we only need to code here whatever it's needed. So the code should be quite easy to do. So either you have this enabled or you don't have it enabled. Okay. So if you have it enabled, you will say that long RSI closing level equals the long auto RSI closing level, and same thing goes for short. Okay, so the short RSI closing level equals the short auto RSI closing levels. Otherwise, this should be matched to the default levels that the user has chosen. Okay, so right now, what the hell do we need? So we need these new auto values, which also have to be floats. So the way that I see them is something like, let me check. So, wait, I've forgotten to show the numbers here. So basically, this is a float, and this should be a maximum and shouldn't be quite difficult to do the calculus. So this should be something like that. So how many bars? 100. We could set a different number of bars for max, for long and short. I mean, I'm a bit bored of having everything for long and short. Wait, long auto RSI level. Yeah, so the short one, it's the same thing, but it should be the minimum. So let me check. Does this make sense? Yeah, it should make sense. No. The minimum, so for long you want the minimum, and for short you want the maximum. And I think you are done with this. So we could have this one for long and one for short. That's for sure, but okay, let me try this and see what happens, if it happens anything with this. development. Let's save this. Okay, so now we have 80%. Not sure what we had before. Profit factor is lesser and we have less percent profitable. Okay, let's reset settings. And let's remove this and see what happens. Okay, so this makes sense. So we had before 60% profitable, 60% net profit. And once I set up the automatic RSI level with 100 bars, everything goes away. And we only have 20% profitable, but as a consequence, we have 80%. Let's see what happens with long and short. Okay, so long is only 1%, that's not very good. Then we have short 79%. So 100 bars. Then we have another stuff, which is that if I'm not mistaken, we are using custom time frame. So maybe this 100 bars works better with the current time frame. So if you use the current time frame, you have something that it's a bit better. But once again, the percent profitable is not so good. Yeah, maybe we need to help with curriculums and lines, which we were thinking. Okay, so with curriculums and lines, percent profitable is a bit better, profit factor is better, and if we have even more profit in long orders than in short orders, that's interesting. So far we had more stuff in more profit in. So yeah, we might end up choosing these settings so that they make sense. So let me write them down so that we don't forget them. So this is curriculums and lines plus custom time frame for closing RSI false, and what's the name for this? Auto level on closing RSI true. So this is something that we need to explore, because it helps having more profitability, more what's the name? More percent profitable, and at the same time you've got this stuff. If you use a custom time frame, let's see what happens. Not too much, because curriculums and lines are doing all the job for us, I guess. Okay, let's reset everything. So if we reset everything, we've got this 80% net profit. Wait, shouldn't have. Do we have this turn on or off? Okay, custom time frame is false by default. Okay, so with 100 bars, this is not quite good for long positions, although short ones are quite good. So automatic level, what does happen with 125 bars? Nothing. With 75 bars, nothing. Are we doing something wrong here? We might be doing something wrong because yeah, it makes sense now that I think about it. So if you remove these two settings, you should have the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, you have the same thing. So we need to compare these levels, these 100 levels, with the maximum from the previous candle. Otherwise, this does not make sense. Okay, so we have everything in place, but this needs to be compared with closing level from previous bar. Otherwise, maximum and minimum, it's going to be the same value which we are in. So let me check the code for a minute. So the long auto RSI closing level, wait a moment. This is a bit long outer side. So I guess I can say that closing RSI out to minimum. No. Long out, closing level. Let me check. Long auto. Okay, so this is going to be pre-auto, and that's it. I don't want to work too much on this. Okay, so long pre-auto and short pre-auto. Okay, this is just before having the right value. So this should be 1, and this should be 1 too. So we want the value that we had before. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's the way I see it. So we have this maximum, and then when we reach maximum, something happens. So let me check. Where is it? Let me check the trading view. See if we have something useful to here. Okay. Now we have different result. We have 55%, and long is not right. So this is something nice because it means that I can play with these settings. Maybe we can get something better. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay. 85. I'm looking for the long stuff to see if I can change anything. Okay, wait a moment. Let's reset everything because I haven't this S turn on. Okay. What does happen with 95? Do we wait? What does happen with 50 bars? Okay. This makes sense. With 50 bars, we shouldn't have too many trades and everything is wrong. Okay. This makes sense, I guess. Finally, something that makes sense. So let me use 55 or 56. Nothing different. 65. Look at this. This is nice. We only have 34 profitable, but the graphic is quite nice. This is 70. Okay, let me check what happens with long and short. I am asking myself if I'm doing something wrong. I'm trying to work with this. I think I should output the RSI values. See where there's a difference. So long keeps being always the same thing, more or less, and short is quite similar. Why is that? I mean, let's see what happens with custom time frame. Minus 562. That's 562. What the hell? Okay, here you have some difference. But in any case, the long values are not quite useful. I don't understand this. Okay, let me... Yeah. $70. I need to write these values because otherwise it does not make sense. So on the minimum, okay, let's remove the custom time frame and let's go one by one. So there's some change. But apparently it's not as good as... Although I might be confused. So long... Wait a moment. Yeah, I think I'm doing this wrong. So I close. I think I'm doing this wrong. I think it's the other way around. So I close when this goes cross under, which this means that it's maximum. Yeah, so this is not done right properly. So long should be maximum. Okay, that's why this did not make sense at all. But let's try this again. I thought I had it right, but I had it not right. I hadn't it right. I had not it right. Okay. Now strategy tester. If I reset everything here, we should be able to play with this 100 stuff. So currently it's not so good because we are only winning 8%, and that's concerning. I mean, if we use curriculums in line, maybe we have something more, but that's not good enough. So let's see what happens if we turn this down, because this should mean that we have more trades, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. 164. Right, and I have same traits. Why? $169. Okay. I have more traits, and it's not so good for shorts. Let's see what happened with 75. Okay, 11% and 5 and 3%. How many trades do we have here? 172. So that means that we have a lot of wins, a lot of... Yeah, well, I do not understand. I mean, my idea was marvelous, but I see that is not so good after all. Let's see, 45. We should have a lot of trades, isn't it? Where is it? Total cost 176. Okay, let me try with 20. RSI protection. I wonder what happens if I remove the RSI protection and just do stuff with this thing for closing stuff. This should be opening and closing trades a lot, but there are not so much. Okay, take a look at that. With 10, we've got this. Okay, let's remove protection so that we can open a lot of trades. And where is it? Okay, 245, but it's not as good as expected. So let's see what happened with 100 trades, so that we can close whenever this makes sense. 90. Why are there so bad values here? 70. 60. Okay. 50. So apparently when we set this to 10, it makes a bit more sense, but being in the short. So if I remove long, yeah, but even then, Reclose Alliance. Yeah, but this is because of Curriculum Alliance. That's not. It has nothing to do with. I don't know. That's quite. So either I'm doing something wrong or maybe not. So I think I need to do the B script because I might be doing something wrong without even thinking about it. Maybe I shouldn't use the maybe I should be comparing instead of. Okay, I'm seeing it. So once you use the maximum, this is not going to work properly, because once you use the maximum, it's going to work. So such a way that that's not the right thing to do. So this is RSI. Yeah. So if you have a maximum, what you're going to have is a line here, and then once you've got this maximum value, it's going to be like this, and you are never going to go back until the 100 values have ended and you come back here. But what you want actually is to write down when this max value was, which was here, and then cross under it. So you want to cross under the maximum value of something else. Let me see. So you want a line it's 100. That's right. So that. So let me think about this a bit. Okay. And oh my god. Okay. Okay. And okay. So right now you have this maximum stuff. So maximum means that you are going to write a line. Let me write this in white. You're going to draw a line like this. Then this same line. Wait, yeah, I'm going to use the brush. Let's remove this for a second. So maximum means that once you got here, you've got a straight line. Then it goes up. And it keeps here, then it goes up. So the question is, which is the 100 maximum level that you need to compare? So this is 100, and if you decide to compare with one less, so what you have is this here, and then you've got, wait a moment, that's not right. So if you compare one less, if you would write one less, you will have the value here, okay, and it will go here, and here you will have this, like this. So this is what you will see if you have this this is what you would see if you have maximum 1 to the left. You know what I mean? So until this point, let me see. Oh yeah, let's use this. Until this point here, okay, until this point here, your 100 maximum value was this one. So you want to cross down this value later. You don't care about this value, you don't care about this one, you care about this specific one. which is the one that you have crossed over. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if my idea of using 100 level makes sense. I think I need to think about something else. Yeah, but what? So maybe the Norros trend ribbon stuff would be nice to have. But the Norros trend ribbon, which are the curricles in line, work with high, low, close, open values, and you don't have this here because this is RSI and you only have one value per candle. So not too sure about that. So the question is, how do you save? Sorry. The question is, how do you save this value So how do you save this specific value so that you can reuse it later for doing the cross down? That's the question. Should we save it into an array? And when are we going to discard the maximum? So the idea is that you have this maximum here. So, I mean, the original idea about having this dynamic RSI level is that you have this maximum. Sorry, this should be white. So the original idea is that you have this maximum, and when you cross over it, then, oh my God. I mean, not when you cross over it. When you cross down it, then it means that you go down, okay? So so I want, let me see. I want this value to be found here, okay? I want this value to be found there. Okay. So that means that what I actually want to compare with is something like, give me 100 maximum and then give me whatever this means to the back. So we want here, what the hell is this? Where's the measure? Not sure what's that. Okay, if you go to the left, you don't get any number. Okay, that's nice to know. So what I want is something like 40 bars. Then if I cross down these 40 bars, then it means that I have something. And why the problem? Because I'm crossing down. If I was only crossing up, then it's not a problem. But when if I am crossing up, I wouldn't have this problem. I just use the maximum and that's it. But if I decide to cross down later, I need this 40 bars offset or whatever. Not sure what's the name that we're going to use here. Okay. Let me see. So I need a new integer input, which is going to be, so this is 100 bars and 40 bars. This is going to be difficult to put into one only. Where is it? One input. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to. We might need some tooltips here so that they explain what's everything. So close in, look back. Look back. Look back. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but so you look back 40. What's the name? 40 candles to the left. That's what you use. So here, going to use this. Okay. And we are done, I guess. Let's see the inputs, how they look, how they look like. Okay. Look at that, 67, but I'm not sure if Korea closing lines. Yeah, Korea's closing line is turned on. Okay, 44. This might be working. Okay. We want this into a single line. Let's fix this. 100. Automatic RSI auto level. Okay, let's see what happens here. Where is this? Okay, it works for me. So now let's take a look at whatever we think this might be useful. So I guess I can remove this because I have already explained what was the problem, but I might do it later so that I can go back to this. So let me try some values here. Now that I know what I'm doing here. So if I change to 90, should I have more trades? 162 and same thing. Okay, 80. $162. Okay, this might make sense because I am not deciding how many trades I have, but where do I close them so that I have some benefit, so that I have some return. So take a look at that. So if there are less bars, we are supposed to close them before. So we have more profitability, even if their net profit result is less. So this makes sense. Maybe not. Maybe we don't need so much percent profitability, and we want more net profit. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens without an auto level when I have optimized. Okay, let me check. What is this? Let's do a screenshot so that I can compare. Now let's turn on the auto level. So our target is 49% profitable and 60% net profit. Not much. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Let's see what happens with 10 trades. We should have a lot of percent profitable. Maybe not. What the hell is this? So the profit factor is quite high. Net profit is even higher than what we had before without using this auto level. But it's a bit like that. $171. So 31. Okay, let's move this here so that you can check this also. So this is what we have. Okay, let me check. Okay, this is working. Okay. So I'm not sure how much percent profitable do I want to be in. It should be 33. Let's see, 34. So apparently 40. Oh, this is nice. I need to use the hyperopt from Frag Trade because otherwise 46. Yeah, I think we are having more and more percent profitable. Okay, 51. But we have much less return with 50. I like this result even if it's not perfect. Let's see what happens with short, long. Okay, I guess that's nice ratio. And then so this gives me auto level so that it more or less closes where it should close. Let's see what happens with 60. So yeah, with 60 is not as good. So this is 51. 44. Okay. Then with 60 I guess it's less. 39. We have more return, but I mean, let's see what happens with 55. Okay, 44. Let's see what happens with this value, which we have not played with. So do we have more net profit or less? 32. $44. So apparently if you go up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 45. So here we can see how we can use, okay, long 20 and short 40. That makes sense because in the last 2 years we have gotten more short than long. So I guess this is okay. Profit factor and so on, it's nice too. So we could keep these settings, which is 55 and 42. Let's see. You don't have to overfit, but I mean, if you can do it. So 55 and 42. Wait a moment. 42. Nice. So now I should be able to get these same results with G1. So I should be getting 56%. So this is 7 times the max drawdown. This is more or less a nice, what's the name? A nice graph. But let's check what happens with long and short. So I'm curious. Okay, long does not help here. And short, yeah, short helps here. Yeah, I mean, we cannot get everything. So as I was saying, this is 56 with 45% profitable, and we are not using curry closing lines. So this is a nice thing. We have managed to make the automatic RSI level to be something that makes sense, to be something that it's used, and it helps us to close the what's the name? To close the trades. And if we reset here, we should have everything in place. That's what we have here. So I guess that if we turn on the curry closing lines, we have slightly better return. Let's see. So 45 becomes 51, and net profit, I mean, yeah, net profit is not so good, but in exchange we have this percent profitable, which is above 50, and this is okay. Yeah, so we might end up turning this on curry closing lines. So this is nice. Okay, so we might end the video here so that I mean, it's a bit long because I thought I knew what I was doing, but I did not knew. I did not actually knew. So we have the maximum level, which is almost done, and then we have to add RSI closing to Ruckard Zignaly template, and then we can explore all of this thing. Custom time frame, yeah, that's right. So now we should save this new functionality. We should bump the version, we should tag it, we should push it so that we can publish it, and that's it. So let's add, we could even do a B script so that you can see better what works better and what does not work better. We could have a setting with for long, another setting for short, because maybe for long it works better looking to the left X thing, and for the short it's another thing. But I mean, I think it's too much of a fit for this with this stuff. But let's write this down maybe. So it's auto level RSI closing, specific levels. No, the levels, we already have them. So this is specific levels. Wait a moment. Yeah, a specific number of bars, look back settings for long and short trades. Okay, that's what we are looking for, because probably is something that you can do. So let me see. So this is 3, and then we're going to do this first. Wait a moment. And finally, we're going to do this. Yeah. So, but first of all, we're going to save the current work. Okay. First of all, we're going to save the current work. Okay, so we have this. And this is going to be something like added auto levels in RSI closing logic. Auto RSI levels in RSI closing logic. So the next thing you want to do is to turn this on. I mean, turn this off. This app, I mean. So this is G2. Nice. Makes sense. So bump version to C2. And this is G2. Okay, let me check if I can find this script somewhere. So this should be G2 with a G, and this should be max RSI. And probably the next one will be G3 with this difference between long and short. Okay, so we should have G2 here. Okay, we have it. So video description will have this script so that you can use it. Okay, so I think we can end here the video. Let me play you a quick video and we will end the stream.
Zignaly, all of the profit, and none of the work, best alongside the top digital asset monitors and fans. If you use my link and that passes at least 100 USDT or more 20 profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable C coins that can be used for paying Zignaly CCS fees.
Okay, so as I was saying, we have managed to work on this, on protection, and so the next thing we are going to do is to make the auto level have settings for long and short independently, and then we will add this RSI clause into Ruckard Zignaly template once it's complete. So thank you very much for watching this video.